it done?
Practice and some good instruction.
Yeah, it was strong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Jet, he helped me through some things. He lost family, just like us. He knows how those memories can hold you back. Jet might have gone down the wrong path. He was pushed that way, just like Sai was.
You know, Sai told me I should be an engineer. That was my true calling.
What I said about you and Dad.
Forget it.
You led the tribe and protected us with nobody to help you. Dad never had to bear that kind of burden alone. You had it harder than him.
Well, that's not right.
Yeah.
The crystals were just crystals, like I thought.
Just the process.
Bumi,
Yeah.
all these challenges, games, tests, none of them make any sense.
Nothing's made sense in 100 years.
This isn't who you are.
No.
Bumi, I know, is a fun-loving, happy kid who loves to skip rocks and always thinks about his friends. I believe that kid is still in there.
It's all about games with you, isn't it, Avatar? Who cares about responsibility? Well, let's play one final game. As promised, one final game to play, Avatar.
I prefer you like that.
You versus me.
Ha! You're strong, Bumi.
Any chance I imagined that?
Ah! They're friendly.
Magical.
I don't know. Zuko! Oh, you're so good. I love so much both of you. And your relationship even more.
Do it.
No.
Do it! We've all seen enough death.
It's hard, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too.
What's going on, Dad?
Love is brightest in the dark. It's blind. They don't navigate by sight, but by feeling. Anger, fear, but mostly love.
It's a good use
Love is brightest in the dark.
for the tunnels, for the crystal, for that tale. To use it for the love between a brother and a sister.
Excuse me, Mr. Vaginal. We really appreciate it if you could show us the way to the palace.
But for sure I miss one particular scene right there. A particular scene which was so meaningful for a particular relationship. Bumi! You're so good!
Please, Bumi, you don't have to do this.
Oh, but I do. Some of us have to fight even when we don't want to.
That move!
You'd have known about that if you'd been around. But you weren't. You left us. You were the Avatar. And you left us. rely on anyone, even your friends.
Yes, you can. Oh, the moves are representing so well earthbending.
As fun as this has been, it's time for the games to end.
Bumi, I can't hold on to them. Help me.
Let it fall, and you win.
Bumi, this isn't a game.
Yes, it is. One that requires you to make impossible choices. Who gets the last of the food scraps? The orphan?
Like Jet, you're wrong.
You have to make choices like that day after day.
I know that, yes, in war they have to make that kind of choices, and in war you have to kill people even if you don't want to. But right there you're wrong.
And learn what it means to be the Avatar. Then the world is doomed.
Friends can help. They're always there for you.
Are you okay?
Cheater! You cheated! You didn't do it on your own.
You can rely on your friends. And that's the only way I'm gonna save the world. With my friends.
You think like a child.
Nope.
Is that really so bad?
Like a pure art.
Remember this? I use it to call a friend. That's what I'm gonna do now. Call on an old friend.
Oh, and sun is coming close right now.
I wasn't here for the world. Or for you. But I'm here now.
And he has up now also.
Fire Nation forces are on the move. They'll be here by dawn.
You're under attack.
We will be. But we will be ready.
Sai?
The beacon has alerted the generals to a network of spies in the city. Help us round them up. The Avatar has places he has to be. We can take care of ourselves.
We're gonna
It's time to Omashu. Rejoin the war.
we're not gonna see size
I
machines.
have one more challenge for you.
Yes! Yes! We needed that.
It seems we are always getting on or off bows. Perhaps that is our lot in life, Prince Zuko.
Oh, you're putting that memory now.
Ah, good. It's not too late.
Just got the mark.
You wanna come with me?
I've come fully prepared. All the tea I need.
I don't need a babysitter.
It's not gonna let you down.
How about a friend?
My father made it very clear that I am not to return until I find the Avatar.
You were there for him when he needed
Which
a
means
friend.
it could be a very long time before we return home.
Home. Everything I need is on this boat.
You, families, I'm sorry.
Like I said, all the tea I need.
Oh, this musical theme, you're killing me. I can't hear it without crying out of my tears like. But again, I want the tree scene.
Nothing. Let's get you home.
I told you, like, you know, during one of the previous episodes, at some point I cried. Is it a surprise? No, I cried in each of these fucking episodes. I told you that it's nothing. Imagine when we're gonna have the tree scene, you know, the one that I made an embroidery of. Because I love it so much. Imagine the mess that I'm gonna be. In fact, you just need the song. Like really, you just need to put the musical theme and I'm already a mess. Like instant tears, you can put that song on really nothing. I'm gonna cry no matter what. They didn't put it on nothing. They put it on Iroh, who just lost his son, who is not helped, you know, like no one is there for him, not his brother. But Zuko is right there and Zuko is telling him such nice stuff and Zuko is a friend that he needs during that moment, the help that he needs during that moment. So you're putting the theme again during another memory with Zuko, who was just banished, who had just that mark, who is leaving his home, and you have Iroh saying that he can be a friend for him. You know how much I love Iroh because of his kind heart, because he's amazing. Also a lot because of his relationship with Zuko. So right there, these two moments about their relationship, and in addition to that, this song which is about Iroh and his son, you know, and that particular moment into one particular episode and all. For sure I'm gonna die. I told you during this intro and at the end of the previous episode that I had mixed feelings about the third episode because I understood that the writers would mix a lot of stories, meaning a lot of different episodes from the original show. I saw why they would want to do it, for pleasing the viewers, you know, for giving us everything, and also because they wanted to stay loyal to the original show. I was not against it, but at the same time I was like, all of these stories now made for a reason, to send a message, so I hope that you're gonna do it into the next episode. You're gonna explore all of these subjects, you know, and you're gonna conclude all of these stories. I'm glad because they did it. They made a conclusion for Jet, they made a conclusion for Theo and his dad. They explained, you know, the subjects related to that through Katara and Sokka, talking about it, talking about the fact that they were all attacked and they had different ways to deal with it. One just wanted his revenge and was blinded by hate and really was acting like the bad guys at the end, and Katara, she understood that. The other one just wanted to defend himself, to protect his kid, and it just worked in another way, but for sure he's feeling ashamed of it. I would have wanted, you know, for these two characters to learn from that also, like Sai, we can see that he's changing at the end, but we didn't see that Jet, you know, maybe it had an impact on him. So I'm okay, you know, for bringing these two stories, for mixing them right there in Omashu. I'm okay. You concluded these stories, you explored the subject. For sure I would have wanted more, but I'm okay with it. Bumi, the fact that we are spending one entire episode already with Bumi, with what he's doing, with who he is, with how he's acting and all. Even if, okay, Bumi is crazy. Okay, Bumi was testing a lot, aang, you know, into the original show. Okay, it was a lot about games and all, but you made him a little more, you know, like really rough and not nice with aang, like it was a lot. During the episode I was like, it's too much for me, I really love Bumi, you're making it too much. But at the end, I understand because into the show it's serving that message, the same message, you know, in fact, than the two other narrative arcs with Jet and Sai, about the fact that this is war, you have to make choices, none of these choices are the good ones, because for sure they are impacting people into a bad way, and because of that maybe you have to sacrifice some people and all. Like, it's awful. So I understand that right there the writers used Bumi to insist on that message, that subject. So I'm okay with it, because I just told you that I had the impression that they didn't take enough time for doing that with Sai and Jet. They are taking the time, in fact, to talk about that subject also with Bumi. So I'm okay with it. The conclusion of that moment, with the fact that yes, in fact, Aang can do it and all because he's gonna be helped by his friends. It's a good conclusion, because yes, Aang is gonna be helped by his friends all along his journey, and that's why he's gonna evolve, you know, he's gonna learn all of that. Like, he's gonna be so awesome and he's gonna manage also to save the world. It's thanks to his friends, so it's cool to have this conclusion. And in fact, for now, you know, the first half of this season is a lot about that, because we began everything episode 1 with gyatso, the fact that he's always gonna be Aang's friend. So I think that the writers for this first season wanted to insist on the fact that friendship is really important for this show, this story, so it's cool. I'm a little more confused and disappointed with what they did with the Secret Tunnels narrative arcs. Again, I understand that they can't take an entire episode for it, so I understand that they mixed the story right there with this episode. I understand. And it's nice in a way that the resolution is coming from the love between a brother and a sister. That's cool, I appreciate it. But, and it's a big but, normally the resolution of this story, like something important which is happening into this narrative arc, into the original show, is something really important for a particular relationship. Spoiler alert, if you didn't watch the original show, jump into my review. For Katara and Aang relationship. So to not have that little moment, I'm a little like... I'm a little mad, like, you could have done it in a way, I don't know, but you know, it's also maybe because of the fact that, because of the difference of ages, you know, with the casting and all, I think that I'm not the only fan who is a little afraid for them to not make that love relationship happen, to maybe make another one. And during the previous episode, that moment, you know, with Zuko having Katara's, you know, tissue, you know, into his hand, I know that this moment is gonna be a big thing for shippers of their relationship, Zuko and Katara. I'm not against it. I didn't talk about it myself during the review of the previous episode. I'm not against it because shippers can ship all of what they want, like, it's cool. I'm not gonna blame anyone, like, as long as they are not insulting each other's, shippers can ship all of what they want. So if that little moment was made for you shippers to ship and you're gonna love it, you're gonna use it and all, do it. I'm okay for you, it's okay. As long as shippers of another love relationship, the one between Aang and Katara, they had also their moments, and like right there I had the impression that they kept that moment. As long as what was happening into the original show is gonna happen into this show. They have to make it. So that's why, you know, the fact that we didn't have it, it's disturbing me a little for that, you know. Give to the shippers, all shippers, what they want, and give what was happening into the original show into this show as you want. So we'll see into the future, but still I appreciated Iroh talking with that soldier again to talk about the reality of the war. Yes, I love Iroh with all of my heart, but it doesn't mean that I'm blind about what he did when he was a soldier, when he was a general. No. And clearly Iroh, he regrets all of what happened, like He knows the pain that he caused, and yes, everyone suffered, you know, enough death. And that's really a subject that I'm repeating a lot in a lot of shows and animes. At some point in war, everyone suffered, everyone lost, you know, one of their loved ones. If we're just talking about revenge, and if people are just blinded by their desire of revenge, their hate, it's never gonna end. Like, it can't end. And Iroh understood that. Zuko, we're beginning to see more of him, you know, I mean more of his personality, of his art, and I appreciate that. Yes, between Aang and Iroh, he chose Iroh to save Iroh. Yes! Maybe it was a question for the new viewers, you know, maybe they were not sure of it. We were sure of it. Okay, that was a cool episode. Too surprised during this episode, the secret tunnels. It was cool to see them, it was nicely used. It's asking questions about the ship, the memories with Iroh and Zuko, using the musical theme, instant tears, me being a mess, being forced to make a break. I'm gonna watch at least 2 more episodes today, like really, I will see, the weather is changing so much and all, I'm gonna see that. No matter what, it's all for you for this video. Remember that if you want an extended reaction part for this episode, you know, you have my Patreon for that, and it's without playing with opacity and all also, and you have all of the reaction videos for Avatar The Last Airbender earlier. So if you guys, you want to help me and to have these advantages, go on my Patreon. It's all for you for this video, and it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.